Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How's it all? May always be healthy and happy. I'm Septa as an master ceremony at this presentation will lead the presentation of Group 3. First, I will introduce our group's member. The first is myself as the master ceremony and Zainul as the moderator. Charles, Avika, Kristant, and Ardyantika will deliver the material. And the last one for the audience consists of Sonny, Dewansa, Ivo, and Royyan. All right. To enter the presentation session will be delivered by Zainul as the moderator of the presentation. To Zainul as the moderator, time and place are welcome.
Well, let me to introduce myself. My name is Zainul. Now I will lead the group 3 presentation rundown. Well, the speakers are welcome to present their materials.
Hello everyone, my name is Turawan. We want to present about the optimism of closed house capacity using conveyor system as the solution of walls. To the first my talk, which is about background. Livestock is a part of agriculture sector which contributes a lot to society in meeting the needs animal protein from livestock from the meat, egg and meat. During the COVID-19 pandemic, which have been running for more than 1 year, the need for animal protein from the poultry eggs and the price tends to be stable. According to Badan Pusat Statistik 2020, eggs are a staple ingredient most consumed by people compared to meat and meat. According to Badan Pusat Statistik 2020, the population of the laying hens has increased by 60% in 2050 until 2019. To meet increasing high consumer demand, many laying hens breeders want to increase the cage capacity. The laying hens farm with the closed house type also contribute to increasing the cage capacity. With a larger population, the was also increased. From this background, I drew the problem formulation from my paper. What is the solution for handling was enclosed house cage with a large population of laying hens to make it more effective and efficient? The purpose and the benefit of my paper is to give solution to make deal with increasing was about the large population of laying hens. And the benefit of my paper is giving inspiration to educator and farms from small scale to industrial scale.
The next part, I'm going to talk about methodology, determination of concept and title, analytical and systematic literacy related to the use of conveyor belts on laying hens in closed house cages associated with an increase in cage population and waste handling, optimization of closed house capacity using conveyor system as the solution of waste. Collection of facts through data and literature. Collecting facts in the form of data and literature from previous reviews and research. The data and literature come from electronic books, printed books, national journals, reputable international journals. Analysis, discussion, and conclusions. Read, take notes, and analyze the material in the form of the results of the previous research literature data. Comparison between the data with one another. Discussed and elaborated in a descriptive and analytical. It was concluded in order to answer the purpose introduced.
Okay, so now we come to the next point. Let's do the next part. Discussion is postal. Postal is uncontrolled feed integration consumption and low uniformity of chicken body weight. Small-scale breeder and industrial farmer have started to use colony battery cage in the maintenance of laying hens, but in open and closed house. Maintenance of laying hens in the starter are and grower raised in the closed house usually consists of two methods, namely uses a postal cage using cement or soil and a battery cage using wire and bamboo sled. The maintenance of laying hens is postal cage has several shortcomings, including uncontrolled feed intake and low uniformity of chicken body weight. Today, small-scale layer chicken breeder and industrial scale have started to use colony battery cage in the maintenance of laying hens, but open house and house type cage. The next. The first level is ideal size of colony battery cage. The measure range, the median is 120 centimeter, wide 70 centimeter, height 35 centimeter. The next level density of colony battery cage for laying hens is this three phase. The first starter, age 1 until 14 days, among 70 chickens. The 15 until 28 days, among 35 chickens. The 29 until 35 days, among 25 chickens. The second grower, 8 until 18 weeks, among 12 until 13 chickens. The the third layer, more than 18 weeks, among 5 until 6 chickens. Yes. Comparison of population number between postal and colony battery cage. The comparison of population number between postal and colony battery cage, if the farmer used the postal in area 200 meter can accommodate 1,600 dogs, but if the farmer used the colony battery cage, deep cage can accommodate 7,200 dogs. Next. Colony battery cage using conveyor system concept from the less population, the waste increase, and finally use the conveyor belt for manure collection. Next. The next mechanism of colony battery cage using conveyor system. The first laying hens, colony battery cage with conveyor belt manner. The manner chicken excreta, bell conveyor, excreta stage, discard periodically to the end of the conveyor 2 times a day. Remove the cage once a day. Next. Impact of colony battery cage using conveyor system. The first effectiveness. 1. Feed intake is more monitored. 2. It is easier to achieve body weight and uniformity according to standard. 3. The cavity is high. 4. There is no vial of feces under the cage. 5. Chickens are free from chronic respiratory disease (CRD) due to accumulation of ammonia. This efficient, one monitoring the age and health condition of chicken is easier. 2. The provision operation is more efficient, not scaled. 3. Save land because using a multi-story colony cage. 4. Without the cost of house. 5. Reducing the stress of the moving the cage. 6. Taking feces is easy because it is use an automatic system.
So now we come to the last part, which is conclusion and suggestion. Based on the discussion that has been done, it can be concluded that colony battery cage with a conveyor system can be used as a solution for handling waste in closed house type cage with a large population of laying hens. Next. The next is suggestion. The use of colony battery cage with a conveyor system can be operated using a dynamo or manually so that small-scale farmers, 300 until 1,500 head, can use the system at a lower cost.
Okay, the presentation of the material above. Is there anything that we asked?
Okay, I want to ask. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Sonny from Group 3 of the Faculty of Animal Husbandry, Universitas Brawijaya. Permission to ask, what is the reason you choose the title Optimization of Closed House Capacity using Conveyor System as the Solution of Waste as the title of your scientific paper? Thank you.
Introducing, my name is Dewansa from Group 3 of the Faculty of Animal Science. Permission to ask, in the physiological phase of chicken, there are three phases, namely the starter, grower, and finisher phase. Briefly explain what the three phases mean. Thank you.
Okay, introducing my name, Stuti from Group 3 of Faculty of Animal Science. I want to ask about for energy research in the use of colony battery cage with conveyor system. Will it be more wasteful in the future? And to minimize costs, what should be done besides using dynamo or manual energy?
Introducing myself, my name is Royyan from Group 3 of the Faculty of Animal Science. Permission, I want to ask, what use conveyor system 100% safe and data check?
Thanks for the question that have been given. I invite the presenters of the materials to answer the question that have been submitted.
Okay, for the first question, now I will answer the reason for taking the title optimization of closed house capacity using conveyor system as the solution of woes. As the title of our sign work, because the increase in the population of laying hens in every breeder or livestock industry has an impact on the amount of livestock was produced also increasing. So it is very necessary to have innovation on how to manage laying hens industrial was with closed cage using a conveyor system. Thank you. Next.
Thank you for the question that have been asked. I will answer the question from Dewansa. The starter phase is the maintenance phase of chickens from the age of 1 day or TOC to the age of 6 to 8 weeks. The maintenance of the starter phase needs to pay attention to the preparation of maintenance. The selection of chicks, the cage includes the cage, brooder, temperature and humidity, density of the cage, and litter. The grower phase begins when the chickens are 6 to 14 weeks old and 14 to 20 weeks old. There are several things that need to be considered in the maintenance of the grower phase chickens, including housing, feed, beak cutting, and disease prevention. The finisher phase is better known as the layer phase, in which the chickens have started to produce. Chickens are said to have entered the production phase if in a cage containing chickens of the same age, the production has reached 5%. Thank you.
Okay, I will answer for the third question. This way, namely, is by utilizing the roof of the cage or install solar panel as PLDS. The high energy consumption to operate the enclosure can be overcome in this way, considering that solar panels are already widely marketed in the country. Its application is not only for dynamo driving, but for other operational measures, especially lightning. Thank you.
Okay, I will answer a question from Royyan. The use of the conveyor will be 100% safe and beneficial for agriculture if the installation and use is correct. Conveyor systems can be dangerous if they are installed and used incorrectly. For example, if you turn the conveyor too fast, it can make livestock noisy and can drive livestock stress. Thank you.
Thank you to the audience who have asked about the material that has been conveyed. The conclusion of today's presentation is that the laying hen conveyor is an alternative for managing chicken manure in the livestock sector, which is very beneficial for prospective entrepreneurs who want to raise laying hens in a densely populated environment.
Thanks to Zainul as the moderator of today's presentation. All right, we are at the end of the event. Thank you to the supervisor and the audience who have been willing to participate in listening to our material presentation. It's time to us end our presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.